And I also want to create space to recognize that you have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself grace. Like if you didn't grow up talking about emotions, that very well might feel uncomfortable at first. And I think that's okay. I think it's okay to name that that is okay. But the fact that, parents are really trying to be insightful and really trying to be vulnerable enough to say, I'm curious on how to do this means that you're already starting to kind of change that pattern and break those generational chains, And I feel like when people talk about social emotional learning, people think that there's like a perfection monitor. It's not about being perfect. And I really think that it's about doing what you can to be present. I think we also need to normalize these things. Like we need to normalize giving ourselves grace. We need to normalize like that it's okay to have trauma education and to have difficult conversations, like going to therapy, especially in things like schools and workplaces. Those things are like it's honestly in our society, like those things, I think it's definitely getting better. But I think in our society, talking about trauma or talking about therapy equates with being damaged, and that's just not the reality. That's not the truth. And I personally don't feel like healing should be something that we only talk about in crisis. I think it should be a part of everyday culture. And it really helps, the brain reprocess painful memories so they no longer kind of control your emotions. And it doesn't necessarily like erase everything that's happened in the past, but allows you the opportunity to kind of live beyond it. And that's the kind of healing that I want for everybody is to just kind of learn that, you have to give yourself grace and it's okay to normalize conversations that might be difficult.